Make it stop! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of What Sold on eBay last week. Starting off here with a hat. I had this for a very long time. If you guys have been watching this content for any time at all, you know that I almost never pay anything more than $1 for a hat. So at the most, I've got a buck into it. She sold for $24.99, and at this has been listed for so long, I was actually charging for shipping back then. It looks like I usually do free shipping on like everything now. I just work it into my price, but. So yeah, we did really well on this one, and I profited well over $20 after fees and shipping labels and all of that good stuff. So, also I want to apologize for the last What Sold on eBay. After recording it, I'm pretty sure that there was, I think the audio was like my webcam audio. It had to have been, because it sounded like garbage. But anyways, I've addressed that, and it should sound better now. This one, I always get a chuckle out of anytime I sell some clown stuff, because I rolled up to a yard sale one time, and they were packing up, they were finishing up, just being done with it. They were going to put it all back into storage or throw it away. I don't know. And they had an entire table of clown stuff, and I was just kind of looking at it just because I was bored, I guess. I don't know. I can't say that I was very interested in it. And she's like, "Are you interested in clown stuff?" And I was like, "I mean, maybe. I don't know." And she's like, "You can have everything for $5. And so I bought an entire table full of clown stuff, like boxes full of stuff, for $5 because they were just done and packing it up anyways. And I was like, well, for $5, there's got to be some profit here. And I've been slowly but surely selling that stuff ever since. And I was into profit long ago, obviously. So I probably have a penny into this weird stained glass clown thing. If you want to search my eBay store for clown stuff, I definitely have. Actually, I don't have a whole lot anymore, but I definitely have some. So I made about $12 on that sale after shipping and everything. So pretty cool. This is Destiny: The Taken King Collector's Edition for PS4. I enjoyed the first Destiny. I played a decent amount of it, and I believe this is actually a copy that Activision sent me. So this is going to be all profit for me. I always feel bad about selling some of my like stuff that I get from these companies and everything, but I've been doing this for a decade, full time, like earning money as a career. Been doing this for a decade, so you can just imagine the amount of stuff that I've accumulated from going to expos and then working with companies and studio visits, and they send you home with swag, or they just mail swag to my home and blah 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 blah. My PO box, sometimes fans send things. There's so much stuff. I can only, you can see behind me, I can only keep so much, and I'm kind of starting to realize that clutter is starting to kind of bother me. So I've been trying to downsize my collection a little bit. Anyways, this is a piece of that. I didn't realize that this was such a collectible. I don't know if this was like $100 brand new or what, but anyways, it had some value. Shortly after I listed it, somebody actually messaged me, and this is kind of a lesson for those of you that are selling. You might get messages from people. He was like, "Would you go any lower on this?" And I was just honest with him. I was like, I just listed this. So right now, no, I'm not really willing to go any lower. And I was like, honestly, I think I'm already the lowest on eBay. I usually price my items just under what everybody else is selling. And then he immediately bought it after I basically told him no. So that's just a little lesson for some of you guys that are maybe new to eBay. Just because they send you a message doesn't mean you have to give them a deal. And I found from my experience, 90% of the time, at least 75% of the time, the majority of the time, they'll go ahead and buy it anyways after you stand your ground. Now, if it's been up for a long time, I'm willing to work with people, but there's certain circumstances where you don't really need to lower the price. So also, I don't think I had like the digital version, so I literally don't think I ever played this. It was basically like new open box, I guess you would say. So all profit there, $58. This is some Boyds Bears. I bought a big Boyds Bears collection at an estate sale. Usually, a lot of times I see Boyds Bears stuff and they've got it to, $5, $10, $15, $20 per figurine, and it's just ridiculous. At this place, they already had like $2 or $3 per item still in the box with the tags and everything. This was actually a pretty cool set. It's a little like toolbox with like lots of intricate detail. Like this whole little chest thing is like this big. It's like maybe 2 inches wide. But anyways, yeah, they already had good prices on it, and they had a whole table full of it. I made an offer for all of it, and they were more than happy to give it to me. So I would say that, you know, I've got about $1 into that, something like that. After shipping and fees, looks like we're going to have about $6, $5-6 profit. So happy to sell that. These are belt buckles, as you can probably see. I found a whole box of these that I had picked up a few years ago at a yard sale. And I'm not going to lie, whenever I found these, I was pretty excited because I know that, like, you know, stuff with tractors on them and specific brands and stuff can be really good for collecting. But none of this stuff really had any value to it as far as I could find from researching. I picked out 3. There was 15 in total. I picked out 3 that did have comps in like the $20-$30 range that looked pretty decent. All these other ones here, I really couldn't find much, so I just lotted them up, put $40 on it, see what would happen, and they sold a few days later. I probably had $1 per into these, you know, and there's 12 there, so I basically got my money back on that. These were, I think I picked these up at like an Orscheln's or something like that. They were in the clearance section, and I think I remember paying like just over $1 a piece on them, but I got like 5 sets of these or something like that. Wasn't selling them for much, you know. After it was just some retail arbitrage. A lot of times retail arbitrage, the profits aren't the best, and this is one of those items, you know, after fees and all that good stuff, I made like $1. I picked this up at a yard sale. I remember a storm was rolling in. I helped them move their tables in and stuff. It's probably in a video a couple years ago. I remember I helped them move their tables in and stuff, and then they had some really nice Huskers gear. This was a really cool jacket. It's actually reversible, and it's got like the big Letterman style jacket on it. So let's see, is that the, yeah, so that's what it looks like on one side, and I should have an inside picture. Yeah, and on the other side, it's like kind of like a rain jacket type material is what I would call it. I don't know. So one side's leather, and then the other side is that stuff. Really nice reversible. I've had it listed for a long time. I'm honestly shocked it took this long to sell. I was trying to get quite a bit more out of it because I thought it was really nice. But we got 40 out of it, as you can see. I honestly don't remember what I paid. You guys can more than welcome to go try to find that video. I'm pretty sure the purchase of this is probably up on my channel because I think I even made the thumbnail of the storm rolling in at that sale. So that'd be interesting. A little homework for you guys, a little detective work. If you guys can reply down in the comments if you find that video. I'm curious what I paid for that, and I'm too lazy to do it. I love you guys. This was another one of those items. Again, I feel bad. The people behind the new Evil Dead game. This is actually like my favorite old school horror movie, but they recently released a game. If you haven't played it, you should definitely check it out. It's a really, really cool game. They were nice enough to send me a big swag pack, and honestly, I kept some of it. Like I said, especially now when I get stuff, if there's like a big package of like 8, 9, 10 things, and a lot of times there is, I'll pick like one thing out of that and try to keep it, and then everything else I'll like give to friends or, you know, just put on my eBay just to get rid of it, right? So this is an action figure that came in that, and it's actually really cool. You can see the detail in Bruce Campbell's face on this action figure is like really, really well done. And just all the chainsaw and the hatchet and everything are really high detailed for an action figure. So it was a pretty nice little piece, and it sold for $30. And again, this was a gift to me. I feel guilty even saying that, but again, I can only keep so much stuff. And I hope these companies that send me stuff like realize that I really do appreciate this stuff, but again, I only have so much room. So $17. You guys saw these in the first video of me announcing my return to Hova Flips content. I got these for like less than $5 a piece on eBay, or not on eBay, on Facebook auctions. Sold it for $44.89. Some Cinderella figurines. So I profited like $25, a little over $25 on the dog here. And then the other two, so let's see, the You Go Get Some Trimmin' Mouse and the Cinderella needle mouse. We can do it. This is like I think those names come from like the song that they sing in the. It's been a long time since I've seen Cinderella. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure those are like lines from the song, right? They like sing a whole like, "Hey, we can do it, we can do it." Anyways, yeah. So this nice lady, a collector of Cinderella, I'm guessing, bought both of these. And so I was able to ship them together, which, you know, that's always nice as a seller because you can combine shipping, and instead of spending $8 to ship one and $8 to ship another one, $16 to ship both, you're only spending about $8 or $9 to ship both at the same time. So your profit margins are higher. It's always nice to do that. So anytime you get like items, if you can, list them all at once, because there's a chance that a buyer is going to find that item, and I don't know if when they're buying it that it comes up. I think there is a spot underneath when you're purchasing on eBay. It'll say like more from this seller. So, you know, if there's a chance that they pick up two things from you, your profit margins are going to be higher for that. So anytime you have like items, if you can, list them all at once instead of like listing one and then like a couple weeks later or even a couple days later listing something else. It's always best if you can list all those like items at once. And so this one, again, less than $5 into it, we made a little over $50, and the other one was priced just the same, so a little over $50. So out of these three figurines, we got, about $125 of profit, which is excelente. You know, I mean, that all sold in a week. That was a week's worth, $150. That's pretty good money for a side gig. You know what I'm saying? So there it is, guys. That is what we sold on eBay last week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please show the video some love by giving it a thumbs up, hitting that bell, all that stuff you guys are tired of hearing about now. Leave a comment. Do all the things that juice the algorithm, and I would appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.